Probably you guys couldn't hear me, but I said I have my makeup bag in the way, so my traveling bag. That's why I had a razor. But can you guys hear me now? This time I forgot to press the mute. Last time I was unmuting, and you guys still couldn't hear me. So can you guys hear me now? If so, I'm gonna just, if you guys have emojis, just put ears in the chat like you can hear me without the X, just like I can hear you. Okay, so you can hear me. Great. Great. Okay, so the last time I think is because a call had came in. I didn't put on my do not disturb, but hopefully no one's gonna call. Hi Etta B, how are you? Hi News and Shenanigans. Hi Miss Didi, thanks for joining. You're always here. Okay, Etta says 1. Unu says yes, ear 1. Miss Didi gave me 2 ears, so you guys can hear me. Great. Let's see. Miss Etta B also says ear. I don't know why they blocked that. Like, I had to approve that. I don't know why they blocked that. So today, let me make sure that that's off and kind of put what we're going to be dealing with today, even though I'm sure you guys already know. But yeah, we're going to be having the interview with Dawn Wells, the actual face interview, not on the phone. I'm not going to show the YouTube that it's on just because I don't want any problems. But there's a YouTuber that actually got Dawn to come on with his face, and we all heard the debacle on the interview room where he's saying that his name is being defamed allegedly, and he's upset at this, and he's being portrayed the wrong way, and all that kind of stuff. So this is newer than that, so I hear, but we shall see. But it is Donald Wells. It's him on the actual recording, or on the panel speaking to these other YouTubers. So we're just gonna kind of go over that, because let's see what time is it. Yeah, we're 15 minutes in. I have some trouble, so we're just gonna go straight into that. When people join, they can catch the recap, but this might be a 2-part, 3-part, 4-part series depending on how far we get through. But before we go anywhere else, let's see who's that. Hi, Elaine Ann. Hi, Elaine Ann. Sorry. I am going to put my glasses on today. They're still not clean. But I'm waiting for my eyeliner to dry. So that way I can see. So, Elaine Ann is in the building. Everybody say hello. Toss those hands up and wave. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at Don in the flesh in his interview. And let's go off of his body language. You know what? I might do one of these where we're just hearing the audio, and I might do another one where we're not hearing the audio, because I don't think I could do both. I might just do captions in the bottom, and you guys tell me from what you guys are reading and his body language if you guys, what you guys feel. And if I do get permission to use both, then we can do that. I don't want to take credit for anybody's anything without their knowledge. So, hi Murphy's Law, how are you? Thank you for joining. He says, or she says, hello to everyone. So hello. Make sure we toss those hands up. Everyone say hi to everyone in the building. And if you guys can, really quick, before we start anything, hop right on out. You're not going to miss anything. Go and hit those thumbs up. I mean, those do wonders with the algorithm. And also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be having a giveaway as soon as I hit my 1,000 subscriber mark for $100. Depending on how soon it is, I might do more. I don't know yet, but trying to hit that mark, and we will go from there. But I mean, there's really nothing much you have to do but subscribe, and subscribe to some of my other social media platforms. Like, they're across the screen. Um, IG is for one because I'll be letting you guys know. I'll actually be putting like either like things in hidden pictures because I'm really creative, so that's why a lot of my stuff is gonna have to do with creativity. And so I might be putting like little things within pictures that I'm like, okay, we'll find this. If you found this and you are subscribed, that's who will actually get it. So you guys are gonna have to pay attention. Most of it's gonna go on my IG. So if you can right now, go ahead, click out, tap that like button, come right back in. After you subscribe, make sure you put on those notifications so you will know what's going on. And we'll get right to it. um, let's see, make sure. I am still in the building. Okay. So, all right. Give it a few seconds. I'm gonna load this all up right now while you guys are getting acquainted in the chat. Sometimes I'm gonna ask this. Okay, so I think there's a feature on here to where I can put the chat on the screen for people that are just watching or people in my chat box, my levies. Do you guys just want, and we'll come up with a name, but I just call you guys my levies. But do you guys like your chat being private for you guys to see, for only you guys to have that? Or do you want it to be on the screen as we're watching things and doing things like that? You guys let me know. News and Shenanigans says, I tap like before I slide into the live. Hey, it's only respectful. It's just like when a guy takes off his hat when he walks into like your grandparents' house, your mother's house. It's like saying hello when you walk into someone's house. No matter how uncomfortable you are taking a step into that person's house. We're not one-on-one, so that just shows, hey, I'm here for you. So thank you for everyone that took time out to step out, toss a like in the building. And yeah, I think I'm ready. Are you guys ready to let's start this? Because I know, and I'm gonna turn my fan off because I don't want to. But you guys let me know if the fan is bothering you. If it is, I'll completely turn it off. That way you guys can hear everything completely. Part. Wait, which part is this? I'm looking for. Hold on. It's showing me a different part than what we're starting on, so. Okay, let's see. I want part. Okay, we're gonna go do part one. So, okay, take it off of me. Right, now we're gonna put that back on me because they have what I'm saying to you guys on live on there. Now let's see. Let's start it over. So, are we ready? Are you ready? We're ready to hear Dawn's live. Let me see. We have you knew. Are you in the building? I'm not quite sure if you're in the building because. Hold on, guys. I have to take care of a situation really quickly. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for hopping on that for me. People are ridiculous. But as we move on, thank you. I'm going to have to do something about that. But there we go. So we're going to move on to the interview. And I will be playing that now.
Dear channel, hello everybody. We have Donald Wells here with us, and we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A, and we just want to say thank you very much to Don for doing this.
Can you guys hear?
This isn't going to be a crucifixion. We're just looking for some answers and setting some things straight. So,
letting him have his voice unmanipulated by anybody's personal gains and media and all of that, and being joined by Tracy with Tracing the Truth also.
Yeah, there's no angle here. We're just having a conversation, and we're going to let Don say what he needs to say. And
yeah, I do want to say, though, as this is going on, there's...
Okay, real quick. I don't have everyone's information on who's all involved in this, so I will be putting that in the description box. This is literally my first time hearing it. I did not hear it at all. I took a snapshot to put it in my video, so I didn't hear it at all. I don't know who is what, so we are watching this for the first time together.
To be an open chat, and any kind of disrespect, people are just going to be blocked immediately. This will be a platform where they can come to and feel like they have a safe place and not get attacked. So anyone doing that to Don or Candace, it's just going to be a blocking situation immediately. So I'm just giving you that warning. It's not going to happen here. So Don, we're going to get into then about you talking about the environment of where your house is, all the drug dealers living around there and everything, and just answer that and talk about it however you want to.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, there is a lot of drug issues of people, that are searching for meth or pills or whatever, but, like the other morning, I posted some pictures, of that red truck, that started at 3 a.m, and they was out there raising Cain, at 3 a.m, but, so we don't know, and we've had stuff come up missing, and people are in and out of there all the time. And I didn't really realize how rough it was there, until something disappeared.
What happened?
yeah, it's not something you really think about until all of a sudden you're paying attention to it, I guess.
I think his phone went muted and he doesn't realize that something happened there. Maybe a call came in. Sometimes that'll knock me off of mine as well.
Yeah, maybe do you want to go back in the church, Don?
Okay.
Do you want to go back in the church? Yeah, I bet it's the Wi-Fi cutting out on you since you went outside. We'll just have to deal with the sounds.
It wasn't that bad. It was mostly our mic was feeding through his phone.
Yeah, as soon as you muted yourself and he was talking, it sounded great, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear us now, Don?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know why.
Okay, that's okay. When you get a phone call, when you're on this, the way that we're recording this, when you get a phone call, it really messes with everything.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Let's just start from the beginning there again and talk about your, it's about your environment, all of the drug dealers that live by you and that.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of people that come around, constantly, day and night, all hours of the night, looking for pills or whatever, meth, I don't know, but yeah, we see that a lot. Like the picture I posted of the little red truck, he got stuck there at 3 a.m, and they're yelling and screaming since 3 that morning. So when I went to work that morning, that's the first thing I was dealing with. And then until the police showed up, but yeah, that's pretty common in that area. A lot of rough characters around there, for sure.
Yeah, that sounds pretty.
Since you bring up the red truck, how did that tip come into play? Was that you that brought that up because you saw the red truck, or did somebody else bring that into play and tell you guys there was a red truck, or how exactly did the red truck come into the picture?
When I was leaving for work that morning, there was a guy at the bottom of my driveway wanting me to pull start his four-wheeler. And then the police showed up, and he asked if I could go ahead and pull it over to his truck. So, and the policeman said, "Yeah, Mr. Wells just pulled over there, you know," and so I did. And when we got there, I seen the truck on the bank of the ditch there, high centered, and I asked the officers, "Can I take some pictures?" He said, "No problem, Mr. Wells, go ahead." And he started asking him for paperwork. And when I went to the side of the truck to take a picture, there was some woman stuck her head out. There was a woman in that truck, and she looked like she ain't combed her hair for like 2 months. I don't know, but she just laid back down in there and covered up. But that kind of stuff is constant in our area, and you know, all kind of stuff going on. You know, I think meth is becoming what it always has been, but it's getting worse. I guess it's a serious problem. I guess it is everywhere, but yeah.
And that was the morning.
Well, sir, I did.
Okay, it does start breaking up there, but I see Miss Didi is saying, so Don threw out the red truck before his daughter's disappearance. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. And Miss Didi, a little bit into this, I'm going to just be letting people up on the panel. So if you want to get ready for that and hop on the panel, anybody that wants to hop up on the panel, I'm going to ask everyone to be on mute while we're listening to it. When we unpause it, we can attack whatever situation we need to get to. But I just don't want everybody going at once to where it's just like we can't hear. So I will be opening up the panel. Let's get right to it.
Sorry, that was that morning you left for work that happened with the four-wheeler and that?
Yes.
So the police were there June 15th, early in the morning then?
Yeah. Yeah, they just showed up because somebody else had called the law.
Wow. Well, you already know what I'm thinking, but we can't say it on this, so wow. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, just for funsies and to give the people a laugh, were you hiding in that shed when Chris did the interview with his wife? Or with your wife?
No, I was actually at work. That's one of the things that made me mad when he commented stuff like that. I mean, knowing that all these people are watching his show, and you know, we let him come up here to our house, and he's going to do us like that. I just thought that was real unprofessional. It really upset me.
Definitely, understandably, because when you put your trust.
Wait. So I don't remember seeing this, and I could be wrong. I remember him asking about the shed, and is it okay if I go up there? And oh no, I understand, because you know how people are with their tools. But if I'm wrong, please correct me. Did he ever insinuate that Don was hiding inside of that shed? And if he did, please let me know. Put it in where I can find it and the timestamps, just so I'm clear on that, because I don't remember hearing him saying Don was hiding in the shed. So y'all let me know on that. Oh wait, hold on. Before I start back up, so it says clarify later that Don saw the red truck another day. Okay, Murphy's Law says clarified later that he saw the red truck another day, not on the day of the disappearance. So for Murphy's Law, he's saying, oh, he had nothing to do with the truck had nothing to do with the disappearance that day. He saw it on another day. News and Shenanigans says, feel free to use any of my footage on Summer Wells. Actually, I'm going to have you come up here if you would like. And whatever you want to put up, I'm glad to say, this is where it came from. And, I'm down for all of that. We can even go into some of that if you would like, News. If that's something you want to do, just let me know. Toss me I don't know. What can I make you toss me up? Toss me up, I don't know. No, a panda bear. Because we don't have koalas. So I'll just toss me up a panda bear if you want to pop up and just show some of your stuff. And you can actually show it on yours. Or, because I don't really have anything to show it like that. You knew it was going to pop up on here as well. She could possibly do that. But we'll get it done. Let's see. Etta B. I'll be listening mostly. No panel for me. Girl. That's fine. As long as you're listening, that is all good. Murphy's Law says, I think he said he had a feeling he might be in the shed. Now, everybody knows how the dog is. I'm always on the fence unless I know something for sure. If you're just saying you feel it, you this, you that, and there's no proof, don't take anything personal unless there's a reason for you to make it personal. And I don't care who it is, what it is. That's just that. If I don't know you're in there and I just say a comment and you're taking it kind of personal, I'm like, hey, what's up with that? Like, I kid a lot, so I could just be kidding, you know? I'd be like, oh, Dawn, are you in there with Summer? Like, anything. It's just, you got to be able to take it lightheartedly if it's not true. If you're attacking everything, it's kind of contradicting what you're trying to make seem be real. News and Shenanigans says, I'm cleaning right now, but if I'm done, I will. Do you mind if when you new pops up, if she pops some on there? It's just that I don't know which ones within your playlist that you would like to show, and that's the only thing. So you could definitely pop up on there, go on mute, and just let us know which ones to toss in there so people can see, have a better understanding, and we can do it like that. It's all up to you. So we're going to get back to the interview.
And then they turn around and try and paint you as the bad guy. And it seems like it's doing that just for views too. I don't understand why he's going after you specifically so hard. But yeah, I'm not him, so I don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of speculation and there's a lot of people talking to him, and it's unbelievable how Facebook, how it is. Anyway, it's bad.
Dawn, can you tell us if they verified that you were at work that day? Did you know if they spoke to your boss?
I don't know exactly what they verified, but my boss, Richard Tucker, he knows.
Were you at work or not? Were you at work or not, bro? That's all I want to know. If they verified it or not, tell us that. But were you at work?
He talked to me that day. I also talked to Jamie Killian. He was there. I talked to him for 30, 40 minutes after, that day too. But trying to remember, but I think I talked to Richard about 30 minutes before I got the phone call, and then I had to load my tools up and head to the house as fast as I could. So, yeah. But I think they could tell. I was driving a Subaru that day, so I think they could tell by that too, because it's a brand new Subaru. I don't know.
Yeah, they should be able to track everything that happened that day. I think that's why there was a big issue when you said you thought it could have been 5:30. Can you clarify the 5:30? Is that when you thought Candace called you, or is that when you thought you got home?
Well, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember exactly, but until TBI reminded me, that it was 6:30 when we called, because that's what 911 said. It was 6:30 exactly. And also my wife, I guess she looked on her messenger and was able to verify that too. Around the time that she called 911 was 6:30. So yeah, I don't know why I was thinking 5:30, but I guess I was just wrong in that.
Well, messing up the time by an hour, that happens all the time. That's but people are just trying to pick everything apart. And as far as you being verifying you were at work, I'm sure the police have done that, and people saying that they couldn't verify that just seems weird to me, because all the people you talk to and everything. I mean, if the police had just talked to them, they'd say yeah, which they probably did. It's probably just all rumors and speculations.
Yeah, because law enforcement, I checked again today, they say yes, everybody is a suspect, but they said that everything that we have all come up with on social media, that they have already looked into those. There is no person of interest, okay? I feel like I should repeat that even. There is no persons of interest.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So incriminating Dawn, I'm not sure what people are trying to do.
They just need a villain.
Yeah, and to say that you were hiding in the shed and then point out into the past.
Oh yeah, because you hid from
because you
the
hid
police
because you had a warrant. Well, guess what? When he interviewed Candace, you are not a wanted man. You have no warrant out. You have no reason to hide on your own property. So
yeah, that was just ridiculous.
You know he was trying to.
I'm on a busy street. Sorry, guys.
Talk about the whole knee situation and who got hurt the night in October when the Jose guy was there, whatever the situation was. Can you tell us a little bit again? Sorry you have to repeat this again, but can you tell us about that night and what happened that night with that Jose and whose knee got hurt?
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Candace wanted me home, so she made up the story that she had moved the guy in, and she didn't say anything about him or anything else. She just let me speculate that she'd moved the guy.
Wait, hold on. This whole time, I was behind Candace. Now, if what he's saying is true, Candace, shame on you, because you had us looking at these documents of your handwriting say he's abusive, he's this, and he's this, and he's that, and you're afraid for your children. You told this man you had another man in his house and you didn't think he was going to come from where he was from to come check you out? Candace, now I thought you was a scared one in the situation, and that's why your head was down and you were doing all of that. But if what he is saying, this is the things women and girls do nowadays. You gonna tell this man something you know he doesn't want to hear. You don't think he gonna be, if from the love he has for you, he gonna be on that next thing smoking to come see you? Then you want to run to the police. Now I see why. I see Donald. I see it. Now I see why he doesn't really want to talk about his past. Yes, that comes to haunt you. He doesn't want to talk about what happened in the past with her writing that. And I was like, oh, well, he said, she said sorry and this and this and that. I was thinking he made her apologize and go to the judge. But if she just did that despicable thing that he just said, made him rush over there, guns blazing, fire fuming, and then want to go cry wolf, I have no respect for it at all. Let's get back to it, because no, girl, you're wrong.
And no. So of course I flew across the country as fast as my little truck could take me, and I got there, and the first day, everything's okay, but the second day we decided to have a few drinks, and stuff, and things started to get heated, and Jose, his wife had messed around on him, I guess, and he was kind of taking it out on me with questions and stuff or whatever. But I told him, me and Candace had our problems, and we worked through that and worked it out. And, but she thought that I was in Utah. I was at a party, and I told her on the phone that I'm at a party. We're getting something to eat. Me and my son, we got to get going. We got to get home and get in bed because I had to go all the way to Park City that next day. But what she heard was that I was at a party and I don't want to talk to you, so bye. It's kind of the way she took it, but that wasn't the case at all.
So, was he in Utah or was he at a party? Because either you were in Utah or you were at a party. Either way, okay, if you said, okay, you were in Utah, you were at a party with your son, whatever. Or you say, I'm in Utah, I'm at a party, I don't want to talk to you. And that could have led her to add on to the pettiness and say, oh, well, I'm over here with Josecito, and we over here, chilling. That could have led her to do that. Like I said, y'all, it's a chain reaction. And coming from my younger days, I see it. It starts from one person does this. You want to have the upper hand. One person does this. So Right now, this just does not look good. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Because I wasn't doing anything but just getting some food and going home to sleep so I could go to work. But that's not the way she took it. But so that was a miscommunication right there, and we didn't know that till after, But anyway, let me go back to the story. But so me and Jose is getting into it, and he's calling me names and stuff. But every time he'd call me a name or say something about me, Candace would push me. So this went on for quite a while. Candace pushing me and pushing me and pushing me, and he'd say something and she'd push me. And finally, I tried to push her out of the way, and I was gonna hit Jose. But at the last minute, I decided not to. But I guess when I pushed her, she went down and scraped her knee a little bit. So she went, straight away, because her feelings are hurt. So he went straight away and called the cops. And that's how the police got involved. And then Jose told the police that I chipped his tooth. I got the whole picture. And on. And then they told him about the powder gun I had in my glove box, because I keep that gun in there for the safety of my kids. I felt that was important, because I knew it was somewhat dangerous around my house, but I had no idea how dangerous it was, But anyway, she went to the judge, and she was crying in the courtroom. So the judge called her in his chambers, and she told him she made a huge mistake, and she just wants me out. And so the judge let me out. He OR'd me, actually, with gun charges. And I thought, because I was facing
I'm trusting Don right about now. I'm trusting him. I think I might be doing too much, but I'm trusting.
So, we worked it out and everything, and I pled out to a misdemeanor charge, and me and Candace worked everything out. And then we got to talking back to where I was, there was miscommunication. We didn't she thought I was partying. No, I was just trying to get ready to go. I was at my sister's party, but I wasn't partying. So it was a misunderstanding. But we worked it out, and we forgive each other, and that was that. Pretty much.
So at any time, did you ever put your hands on push out of the way, move out of the way, grandma?
No, she was outside. I'm gonna try to get this. I broke my camera. I apologize. That might be a little bit.
It's fine on our end.
Okay. No, she was outside by her trailer. I think she was standing in the doorway maybe, but I wasn't focused on her. But no, I never touched her. No way. And I would never hurt. I wasn't intending to hurt Candace either. I was just trying to get her basically off of me, because I wanted to hurt Jose, but I didn't.
Well, as a guy, I can definitely understand that. You want the woman out of the way because you're thinking you're about to start fighting this guy. It's always get the women out of there because somebody's going to get hurt.
Did you ever see Jose again after that?
No, because that night that I went to jail, and this is one thing I respect Candace's mother for, she told him to load his stuff up right now. He is out of there, and she took him to North Carolina.
Can I ask you, why was Allie staying at your house for an extended period of time when she doesn't live that far away from you guys? And can you explain, were your wife and her in a tiff? Because it seems to me like you knew nothing about that. So can we get into that also?
Right, yeah. So when I left for Utah, I had a good job down there, and I was wanting to move my family down there. And so I guess when she went to Wisconsin or wherever she goes, I can't remember where her mother went, but to help her sister, I think it's Illinois actually, and help her sister for a couple of weeks. And when they come back, Allie and them got together, and they wanted to stay there for a while, and I don't know, do whatever women do, I guess. Yeah. I have no idea. Yeah, and the kids all together, and the other two girls that they have there, and Summer likes, them girls and everything. But so I guess I don't know how this Jose got involved or how he ended up there. He come from New York, and so I guess some people dumped him off after they used.
All right, does anybody want to hop on the panel? But before that, I got to show somebody in my hometown some love, which is AJ. You know who you are, I ain't got to say her name. But in the comments, in the building, hi, love, how are you? Thanks. Gotta love it. Anyway, yeah, you want to pop up here? Anybody want to pop up? I'm actually going to drop it in while I continue to play this, and we'll go from there. Whoever hops in. I'm just going to drop it in the comments. Hold on. I think I played on the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go.
Up for his money, I don't know, but I have no idea. But it don't sound good, I know that. But I mean, that's all I knew.
Okay, now everyone wants to know the lie detector tests. Who took the lie detector tests? Who passed them?
Yeah, at first, Candace couldn't take the lie detector test, and neither could I because we hadn't slept in days. And they wanted us to take lie detectors, so you have to be real calm and everything. And they wait like 25 seconds in between questions. So when they ask one question, in 20 seconds, you're going to be falling asleep. You got to be perfectly still and everything. So me and her, either one could even take a lie detector test. So I went back the next day, took the lie detector test, and I was told that I passed. And Candace, her nerves were so shot and everything that she couldn't take a lie detector test. They had to wait like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, have her come back on a Monday or maybe even a Tuesday to take her lie detector test, and she took it and finally and passed. We never failed a lie detector test. We just couldn't take a lie detector test.
So they never failed one. They just couldn't take one. I know Candace was saying she couldn't, take the first one, whatever, but still, she did not listen. And she went right over to Hunter's. Oh, don't say this. Don't say this about the alcohol. Don't say this. Don't say that. I don't believe that little boy lied. But he's saying, it's just the fact that they couldn't have done it. So, Lego.
One, too?
Yes, and she passed also.
Can I ask how long after was, when did they ask for the lie detector test? How long after Summer went missing did they ask you to do this?
Immediately on me and Candace, yes. But
so,
I mean, I think they waited 3 or 4 days maybe, because I know we didn't sleep for the first 2 or 3 days. We couldn't sleep. That's impossible. But so yeah, when they finally got us calmed down and sitting still in that chair, you're gonna doze off, So it was impossible to take the test. But I took it the next day and passed. She waited, I think, 3 days and took hers and passed.
I think that's understandable.
Yeah, no parent is going to be all calm and well rested after something like this happens. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to June 15th. You're at work. You get that call from Candace. From the best of your knowledge, what time was that, and how did that go from that call? Do you remember what she said? And kind of let's go on from there a little bit.
Okay, so she calls me, and I can hear the fear and anxiety in her voice. She's terrified, and so I'm thinking, well, she's probably just around the house. That was my first thought.
Okay, so Erica Cook says, I believe H as well. I didn't think he lied about important details. He's 15 and was drinking alcohol. 100%. I mean, I do believe that they coached him on certain things. That's why he kind of edges over. But I feel like even though they told him stuff, how he keeps talking about his street smart. And yeah, you know I'm street smart and I'm street smart. He's kind of letting them know, okay, you calm down. I got this. But at the same time, he doesn't know a lot of what he's saying is giving a lot more information than he's willing to give. So him being an adolescent, he's not really up on what he's really doing. But I love it, and I love Hunter because he's letting it be known out here in these YouTube streets, out here. And even though the cops say, oh no, we get nothing from you guys, they are watching every social media outlet to get any information that they can, because they're not getting 100% cooperation, period. So we also have AJ. He says, when you're off live, I'm not even gonna read that out loud, but I got you. You already know where to hit me. This is AJ is a high school friend of mine, so you already know where to hit me. Hit me in my IG. You know how to get a hold of me. Our kids go to the same daycare. Get a hold of me. But yeah, y'all. So we're gonna continue this because through each person's interview, we're getting a little more and a little more. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I wanted to say something about when you said that last part you just said right now. What was it you were saying? Oh Lord, this thing is lagging. Okay,
You
sorry
good?
about that.
No, it is a little bit, but hey, it's not my normal slow motion.
Yeah,
So I feel like
right.
it's in slow
Exactly.
motion.
Hold on one
Yeah.
second. I'm sorry. Okay. That part you were saying just now, you said, oh God, I just had it on my mind and then just went away. You know how I do with my memory. Hold on, my son's in here.
Oh, I wrote that wrong.
Okay, what's that part that he just passed? He just said real quick. I'm sorry, Naomi.
I can go back to it because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up anybody's of what they're already going to think.
Right.
I'm not putting my version onto anybody else. I can back it up a little bit.
No, it's something that he actually said himself.
Okay, but I'm going to let you hear it and you interpret. I'm not going to say it for me.
Gotcha.
So here
That's understandable.
Yeah. No parent is going to be and well rested after something like this happens, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to June 15th. You're at work. You get that call from Candace. From the best of your knowledge, what time was that, and how did that
I remember
go?
what I was going to say. It's about Hunter.
Do you remember?
Okay, what were you going to say?
Hunter. Okay, so with Hunter and that oh my God, hold on.
New book. My purple baby's missing. Ever since I went on that plane flight, I can't find my purple book.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hunter on the interview. He said he was he's like street smart, and he also said he was tech smart because he was able to get into her
smart,
phone.
tech savvy.
Right. So what you trying to say? You're able to get in anybody's phone, or are you just able to get in her phone because you have her password, allegedly?
That's what. Okay, look. I don't know if you remember this, but he was describing this, and this was when his interview with. I'm gonna put that also in there because I'm giving everybody their props. The interview room with Mike McDonough. I know everybody's trying to be separated, but here with YouTube, that's not me. I'm with everybody, so I'm gonna put everybody in the description box. But on the interview room, he was talking about she sat her phone down, and real quick he knew to put his phone in the place of her phone to get his phone. She ran to the bottom of the hill. She must have realized, this is me saying it in his words but in mine, she must have realized because she came running back up the hill. He only looked at what he could look at, put it, and da-da-da-da. He got his phone back. When she came back up, she's like, were you looking at my phone? He's like, no. So I think he feels like he's more slick than tech savvy, because we all know, as an adult, I hope you would know that when you put something in the trash, either it's going to go like archived, or it's going to go towards your trash to where you have to do another deletion. And that still does not make it go away. forensic scientists with computers and all that, they can find all of that. So
Exactly.
yes,
And yes, they do have, I believe, as far as my opinion, they do have all the information they need off the phone pinging. Um, Even though they're saying they have issues with their single signals. I said singles again. Their signals. They do have. I bet those cops already have all that already, so they can sit there and lie left and right. And then, are you telling me you don't know what 5:30 and 6:30 is? That's a whole hour difference. How do you
that
not know
is a whole
you
hour
made it
difference.
back?
But sometimes I don't have my time right on,
Mm-hmm.
and girl, you know me by now. I don't take stuff like that. I give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, with you telling me that every single situation you don't know about time, something during your day, every single day of your life, something during your day triggers a certain time. Like, oh, I did that. Like, I know for a fact. I
Right.
was looking at Scrubby the other days. I know for a fact that 11 o'clock a.m. I went and got my nails done.
Right.
Something in your day, or at 8:30 I woke up. I normally don't wake up at 8:30, but I checked my phone and it was 8:30. Something during your day. You're telling me nothing during your days. You just don't have no track of time. You don't have no sense of time. I'm not
Right.
gonna believe that.
Now that's Summer. I mean, I'm sorry, not Summer. That's Candace, Dawn, and Hunter. They all have no sense of time. What's
None.
going on?
I don't believe that though. I keep telling you
I
I
don't
don't.
believe it either. I don't either. They're using it as an excuse. That's all.
It don't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I watch too much Judge Judy.
It's not
Shouts out to
true.
her. Don't sue me for saying her name. But she's always said if it doesn't make sense, it's not true. If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, looks
It
like
is
a
a
duck,
duck.
it's a duck. She's always, and I've been a big Judy fan, and I just, she's my little role model, low key. But look, it's just not making no sense, and we're gonna keep it at that. So we're gonna
Go
keep it
ahead.
pushing.
All right, go ahead.
And let me go ahead and I was trying to get. I ain't even gonna say I don't here, but I'm gonna drop all your information in the description box. So if you guys want to know who You Knew is, she does her due diligence with looking up information. She's like my right hand. So I will have all her information in the description box. So don't worry about that. So if you follow me, make sure you go follow her. I might even make that, something you have to do. But for right now, we're just gonna keep a little bit of it, minimal.
Thank
But all
you.
right, we're gonna get right back to it. We're gonna get right back to it. Let me go. Here we go.
What she said, and kind of let's go on from there a little bit.
Remember, I scooted it back a little bit.
Okay, so she calls me, and I can hear the fear and anxiety in her voice. She's terrified, and so I'm thinking, well, she's probably just around the house. That was my first thought, but I told her, well, hang up from me. I'm thinking,
Wait, the only reason why I'm stopping this, and I know you guys are going to say stop, but he said he heard her panicking and whatever, and he's thinking, oh, she's just around the house. That leads you to what Hunter said. She gets drunk. She gets high, and she calls, and she says she doesn't know where her kids are, and they're right in the front yard. So that's probably what he's thinking at this point. So we'll continue.
I told her, just call 911 just in case. So
what did she say to you? I can't find her, or
Naomi.
Everywhere.
Real quick before I forget, Naomi.
Everywhere I can't.
Yeah, their audio. I'm sorry, guys, it's not mine. Their audio just starts to mix and collab. We'll still listen to it, but yes, You Knew. What'd you have to say?
What I was gonna say was.
Wait, hold on. First of all, you already know how Naomi trying to D gets down in the building. Where you at? Because I'm not talking to a bubble.
Oh my God, she got.
Hello. You know how I get down. Don't play with me, girl. Don't. Who am I to? Okay, hi. I'm talking to you now. What'd you say? Everybody, that is You Knew. That's my girl. Hey, if I'm looking for something to be dug up on, she gonna get my information. She gonna find it. If I can't find it, she gonna find it for you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yesterday I was watching. We could say the interview one, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm okay with it. I just don't want him killing me.
Yeah,
So
I think he's okay as long as you actually shout him out.
I will be putting that in the
In the
description.
description.
I'm gonna actually see if I could. We'll put him down there. It's
Okay.
Chris McDonough from the interview room. He has all of the interviews from when he started interviewing Hunter and the family going to their house. So that is who she's speaking of. Chris McDonough from the interview room. Go ahead.
Exactly. Okay, so yesterday he was on there and they were talking, not Don. I'm not talking about Don was on there, but they were going over what Don had said to Chris.
Right.
He said, I was like blown away when I heard this. He said that he knew something was going to happen to Summer.
Wait, stop. Who said they knew something was going to happen?
Don told Chris he knew something was going to happen to Summer. He said he's been telling Candace to make sure that door is locked and all this other stuff. And then he said, I knew something was going to happen to her. I knew it. He knew it. Like, why would you say some shit like, I'm sorry. Oops. Why would you say some stuff like that? I'm sorry. Sorry. Oops.
Hey, I get my times too. It's okay. We're a little emotional. It's good.
No, that's what he said pissed me off, because why would you say something so negative? Why would
Right.
I mean, like, I wouldn't say that about my kid, even no matter what they do. I'm not gonna go, oh, I knew they were gonna get hurt. I knew that was gonna happen.
Right.
You don't do that. You don't wish that on your children.
You don't. Because I never said I think
said, did he
happened
just
to
say
my
what
kid.
he said? I can't believe he said that. He said he knew, and you know what he's been also doing? He's been putting everybody under the bus. He put Candace under the bus. He put Chris under the bus. He's put Hunter under the bus.
Boom.
He put Jose under the bus. He put Allison under the bus. He putting everybody under the bus.
Now look, I'm gonna see if I can do this because it ain't that clean, and I don't feel like want to clean them. I might have to I can go clean them.
Look,
but
no drink, water.
Look, from the very beginning of them, it was Candace putting Hunter under the bus, Dawn putting Hunter under the bus, Hunter putting Dawn and Candace under the bus. Okay, we see how that can work. But now you guys are just distancing yourself from your daughter completely. Look, if I called Chris McDonough and I had a problem with what he came and said, I'd be like, yeah, you kind of represented me differently. And that's not what I said. But I would be saying, what we're looking for here is my daughter. So all that extra stuff you're doing is deflecting from my daughter. My conversation would be my daughter. I don't know. I don't think I would be able to sleep. Like, low key, if something happens to my child, I need to be in a coma till y'all find him, or to the point where I forget I even had a kid. Because as long as I know I have a kid missing, I'm not gonna get no sleep. I'm gonna be a zombie looking around for my kid. I will be all through that woods. I'm gonna be like, okay, we got bears, we got this. Okay, I'm suiting up. I'm gonna go find my child. If I really found, well, she's saying, Candace is saying, because Chris asked in another interview, what do you think that happened? She said, I feel that someone came up and took her child from the property. And so Chris asks her, he's like, so now, what % do you think that is possible? She paused. She takes a second. And this is my thing with Chris. I love him to death. But he gives people an out. So he's like, what, like 50-50? No, don't give her numbers. She's like, oh, we got like 50-50. Okay, so then he starts to throw at her. So there means that she could have walked off. A bear, like you say, is in this area, could have never came in, grabbed her and took her off. I don't know if there's mountain lions, but any type of cat like that would be in that area, just grabbed her and took her off. She's 5-year-old. There are so many other things. I mean, a mailman. Who says we can trust the mailman? And I don't know what they have up there, but to come in and, oh yeah, but in 2 minutes where she says she dropped her daughter off with the brothers, 2 minutes, she goes to her mom, checks something with first I heard with the flowers, then I heard with their brakes.
The brakes for the grandma, right.
Right. That was only 2 minutes? No. Your timing is completely off.
First she said
Unless
two,
it really was
now
like,
she
okay,
said
let me say
4.
something, go in
I think
there.
it was 4 or 5, and then she's back. She's up to 10, from my understanding.
Well, it's just not making sense.
It doesn't
Because
matter.
if you're looking at from where the grandma is to that area, it's not that far. You're gonna hear something, see something, something's gonna be not right.
Exactly.
And I don't care if they're telling me those dogs don't bark. Every single interview I've seen,
Barking dogs.
I've heard barking dogs. Every single one. Even at Hunter's house, and that's a whole nother property. And that was one dog. Every single house I've heard barking dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something not being told in this, and they left out a lot of information in the very beginning. Hunter put a lot of that together to make Candace have to put some of it together, but there's still a lot we're not knowing. So let me see.
Yes.
Hold on.
For sure.
Erica Cook says, if an accident happened, it had to involve drugs or alcohol or something. Why would you cover up an accident with a disappearance? Why?
Because they were over there doing stuff.
They can see it's an accident. Yes, you may get some type of time, but you will not get a murder charge. Look at how much police effort. Look at how much of us YouTubers effort. Look at how much they had EquiSearch out there. Look at all of that. So no. I totally feel you, Erica. Yep. Erica Cook puts a good point out there.
Yes, she did.
We Scottish Ma says, hi Naomi, can you or anyone please tell me what's Jose surname? Roman? I don't know if his surname was Roman, but I can do some definitely looking, and you can go ahead, and my email's on there. And
I just know his name is Jose.
But I can go into my
But there is they have been mentioning
where I can look into people's names and their background, get where they work, get a lot of information. Okay. I won't give you all of that information, but I can Miss Scotty's Ma. We Scotty's Ma. I don't want to say it wrong. I will look into that. Him giving my email is naomitrinity@gmail.com. And we can talk about that. If you ever want to come on panel, we can discuss any of that, but I will look into that for you. Erica Cook says, yes, it's Roman. He's a registered SA offender. Okay, I don't want to put that out on my channel. That is allegedly until I find the actual proof, either that I can show you or that I can actually see and tell you. I'm not going to say that is 100% true. But thank you very much, Erica Cook.
Yeah.
Kendra McCray says, hey, girl. Hey.
Are you talking about the Jose they were saying that's a pedophile? Or are you talking about the Jose that's supposed to be Candace's and Allison's?
Their little switch them up.
Yeah,
I've actually been looking into the switch 'em a bob one, not the SA one. So I can look into that as well, because I've been trying to look into him and his wife and all their information, but I got to do a lot more. I got a lot of fees to pay to get into that information. So
right.
I'm getting there. I gotta do some things. Gotta work my magic.
I got you.
We Scottish Ma says, thank you. I've just been looking at the white. Okay.
LaKendra said,
and I'm just not gonna say on my channel if I don't have my black and white to where I know I did the due diligence and I actually paid for the subscriptions that I paid for to find out information. I'm not gonna say yes on my channel, but we do have people in the chat saying that yes, Roman is Jose's surname. But I do want you guys to clarify: is the Jose we're talking about the fling Jose or the pedophile Jose that was supposedly staying on the property in the shed?
And by the way, he did not. Chris did not ask to see the shed, saying that he was. That's because Don was in there. That's not what he said.
I didn't think I heard that.
He wanted to know if he could look, and she said no, and he said, okay, I understand. He left it alone. He didn't go any further with it. So I don't know
Yeah.
why they keep lying about stuff.
Okay. There's
One
some
second.
things in the chat being said that I'm not going to repeat. I can talk about on another chat. I will definitely take some of this stuff down, but I ain't putting it on my channel if I don't know it to be true. So,
Sorry
and I'm
about
still asking, are you guys talking about who they said were staying in their shed and that Hunter was talking about going around trying to give hugs? Or are you talking about the Jose that came down with the friends and decided to do a longer stay? Who are we talking about?
like the one that grandma
Hey,
took back home.
Pez. Got Pez in the building. Hey, boo. How are you?
Hey, Pez, hello. Hi,
Make sure
LaKendra.
you guys wave at my Pez.
Yeah, let me say
Doing
real
some
quick to
nice
everybody
skin
so that way they
information
don't think
yesterday.
I'm not saying hi. Hi, Erica. Hi, Pez. Hi, Wee Scottish Ma. Hi, LaKendra. Hey, Dee Dee. Who else is in here? Hey, Naomi. What's up, girl? Just kidding. Hey, News and Shenanigan. Etta B. How you doing? Okay, I think. Oh, and then hi, Murphy. How are you? That's it.
Oh, yeah. Murphy.
All right. Next. Sorry about that. I
So,
have to say, I want them to think I'm ignoring them.
Erica Cook says, in Utah, it's out. He's registered in Utah. This is all allegedly, like I said, until I have it where I can either show you guys or I've seen it for myself. This is all allegedly. These are things that are going on in the chat. I think I can show the chat on here. So that way I'm constantly not trying to say, you guys can say what you guys want to say, but I will not say anything that I personally don't know or information that I'm not dug into. And y'all know that's how China gets down. So, yes, there's two Jose's. There's two Jose's, supposedly, or if they're giving him that code name. There was supposedly a Jose that was staying on the property in the shed because his wife was cheating on him. But I heard his name was something else. So that's why I'm not sure if, they're just trying to confuse us or whatever the case may be. But the guy that Hunter was talking about, if you go back to the interview room with Chris McDonough, he's talking, Hunter is talking about the guy that Don called and said, he's on the property type deal. So supposedly his name is Jose, his name is this, his name is that, Victor. I've heard a couple of names, so I do not know. I've been looking into that because I want to make sure for sure before I tell you guys. Let's see. We Scottish Ma says, can I ask if the lead investigator looked into him? I'm not sure, and I don't know which him you're talking about. I believe that Jose was being looked for, but they said he was like fine and well, because I know in a lot of Don's Facebooks that it was being shown that everyone's saying, oh, you know, done off with him, or you this or you that. So I really don't know. Let's see. Miss Didi says, I'm confused. Is there two Jose's that lived in New York, in Utah? I don't know. Like I said, I need to go and get more software, because I have software where I can get information, but they're not giving me in depth like I want. Like I can get where they worked. I can get I want to be able to get not that deep, but you know what I mean? Like knowing that you are resident in this state and stuff like that. But I have to make bigger profiles and bigger, basically I got to pay more money to get what I want. So, I mean, I've been looking into stuff with different names, but a lot of it I have to put together until I can pay for the bigger memberships. But from what I'm looking at, a lot of stuff is like they're using vehicles, number one, like the truck and stuff, like what they think will fit into the equation. Yellow car, what they see normally, and names that come up normally. And that's what I'm seeing, and it's kind of like tying in, so it's making sense, but a lot of it's not making sense at the same time. So until I can prove and disprove things, I kind of just stay on my fence. Let's see. Didi says, okay, I read that. Yes. Pez, they also said Billy. I've heard Victor, Billy, Jose, and Joseph. So I've heard. Let me write it in this new book because I can't.
So Josie is actually their son. Is that the one you're talking about? Hosey, Josie? They call him Josie, Hosey.
No, it's Victor, Jose, Joseph, and Billy.
Yeah.
The names I've heard of the guy that they had staying in the shed that he was trying to deal with his he was having problems with his wife, but I keep getting different names, so I'm just like, I don't know who's who. But Pez says she heard Billy. I heard Billy as well. Scott says, I thought the guy in the shed was Billy. I heard Billy as well. I heard his name was Jose, and then I heard Joseph. Then someone hit me up and was like, no, his name was Victor. So I don't know, but
I
I definitely
heard Victor, but definitely Billy.
I know I heard Billy, and then they were like, no, that's Jose and that's Joseph. I can't prove the Jose and Joseph. I just keep an open mind towards everything because I don't want to shut anything out to where I can't look at the bigger picture. And I just want to keep it open.
I feel you.
And yes, Pez Hunter did say Billy. That's why I was like, is there someone else? Do they keep multiple people coming in and out of that shed? Are they renting out the shed? And are we talking about the same shed with the tools? Or do they not want us to see it because it's set up like a room that they're renting out? What's going on with the shed? Let's see. We Scottish Mom says, thank you very much for clearing that up. Appreciate it. I was totally confused. I'm still confused, but I will always come back and let you know what I find out. From my understanding, from Hunter, it was Billy. I heard it was Jose or Joseph. I'm leaning towards more of Billy because of Hunter, and he's younger, and it's harder for younger people to just lie like that. They could lie about little stuff like, oh, I didn't eat the candy or I didn't take the last cookie out the cookie jar. But for stuff like this, they're not built for that.
Right.
Pez says there are 3 sheds. Okay. So the one that they were talking about, the blue one in front of the house where, and we're going to get back to this interview, guys. I don't want to take you all off, but I do want to analyze this while we're all here together and we can talk about it. The one in the house where she's like, oh no, I don't want you to look in there. That's the tool shed, or is that a shed that they're using?
Shed. That's supposed to be the tool shed, she said.
Pez, can you please hop down into my email and we can discuss this later on? I'll definitely do a live. I believe you said you don't like to go on lives, but I can definitely, doesn't have to be, nothing crazy like that. But I do want to see some of the pictures you're talking about because I'll definitely throw them up there and let people see. I want to see the 3 sheds. I've seen a couple of different sheds. I'm still curious about that little blue drum that they say they put trash in. Has that been analyzed at all? Do y'all know? If y'all know, let me know. Hit me in my inbox. Tool shed. Sure, no problem. Thank you very much. Let's go back to this interview. I don't want people to think, let's go back. We got a little bit to go. All right? Here we go.
She's not here. And I said, well, hang up and call 911. And so she hung up. I threw all my tools in the back of that Subaru, and as soon as I got in the car and started down the road, I called 911, and they transferred me to Hawkins County, I guess, and I told them what the situation, that our little girl's not there, and then after that I got back on Messenger and called her and talked to her through the whole trip. I think it was 30 minutes. I'm not sure. But like 30 minutes, I was able to talk to Messenger all the way there, and she was in her mother's truck driving everywhere looking for her frantically around our house. So when I get there, I'm still on Messenger with her, and she's still not found 30 minutes later. So I drove directly to the bottom property and down all the way down to the creek, and I see my 3 boys together down by the creek over on this side, and then on the left of me is my neighbor walking around, and my heart sunk right then and there, and I knew she was gone. I knew something happened. I knew something. Something.
Can you guys tell me why he knew at that moment she was gone? Not that something happened, but she was gone. Can someone tell me at that moment when he seen that? Did you guys hear it, or do I need to go back? Do I need to
No.
go back?
Nope. I
But
can tell you. I got my hand up like a
but let me know, because I want to know why at that moment
I'm gonna tell you
he
why.
felt she was gone.
Because allegedly, sorry, allegedly, it's a setup.
Elaborate.
Okay. I think he set up somebody either inside the home when Summer went in to snatch her up, or or that he had a key. As soon as Summer went in, he went in, grabbed her, and took off. If somebody actually snatched her up, I'm not saying, and that's reality of it. I'm saying if they're saying she got snatched up, y'all set that crap up. I'm gonna keep it clean. You set it up. That's why. That's how you know she's gone, and that's how you know somebody snatched her up. You did it.
Or have something to do with it, because you know what? When they ask them when this person is found, what should happen to this person? What does Don say?
He said he don't want them to go through. He doesn't want them to go to prison because he was in prison before.
I don't want to say. Basically, he says, I don't want to say I couldn't have them go through that, or I wouldn't want them to go through that.
Because he went to prison already.
Yes. So if they took and did something to your child, whether it's SA, killed her, murdered her, anything to her, I don't care if it's either had her in a room, was starving her, she's still alive, any of that. You don't want anything to happen to them. You don't want to say no prison time, no nothing.
Yeah, guess what I would do if it happened to my child and I knew who did it, or I would think they knew who did it and they told me this is who did it. I will torture that person. Done. That's it. I'll torture them.
I would literally see them
and do whatever you want to do to her. It's just not gonna happen.
I would literally see them and they'll be like, this is the guy. I'll be like, are you sure this is a guy? Okay, give me some proof this is the guy. Because once I wash my hands, I'm done. Oh, all this proof. I don't care what happens to you after that. And y'all know I believe in the death penalty. But whatever happens after I wash my hands, that's on everybody else. Has nothing to do with
anybody
me.
In the chat, what would you do if your child was snatched up by somebody and you found out who it was? What would you guys do?
Wait, no. Wait, I want to say it this way first.
Okay.
If you found out who it was that snatched your child up and did whatever, and it's been long, this 8 weeks, whatever weeks plus, as Summer Wells, what would you
2 months yesterday.
Legally. No, legally. Not if you just seen him on the streets and knew who it was. We're going to ask that one in a second. But legally, what will you do legally?
Yesterday was her 2-month anniversary. Everybody put up the pink hearts, please, for
Pink
Summer.
hearts with the number 2.
Pink hearts for Summer, yes.
Pink hearts with the number 2.
For Summer.
8 weeks anniversary.
Yep.
Don was at work at all that day, and he was there. We Scottish Ma, let's talk about that in 2.3 seconds, because I'm gonna tell you between the conversation and that, we're gonna talk about that.
Look what Scottish Ma said. An arranged abduction. Thank you. I'm not the only.
Can we please get some pink hearts with a number 2 for the 2nd month of her abduction? Police in the building. And if you have not and you're new, please go out real quick, hit that thumbs up, show me some love, make sure you're subscribed, notification bells, because we are going to continue this. Like, we're going to keep this going. We all got to be in the loop. We all got to talk about it to see where we feel on this matter. So, Pez, she said she's back. Sent it. Okay. I will be checking that. I'll be checking you out, love. So I still want to know what you guys would do legally If you found out where your daughter was after these 8 weeks to the person legally, if you knew who it was, what would you do? Thanks, you knew, for tossing up the pink hearts. Can I get some more pink hearts in the building for Summer Wells? What would you guys do legally? Miss Diddy says that's because he is in on it and they are just waiting for time to pass so her body can be found to cash in on the life insurance policy. Or they feel that, this is just a thought and a theory, that the longer the body is out there, and it's true to a certain extent, that there will be no, forensics. There will be no way for them to figure that out, what happened to her, no nothing. So depending on, thank you, Miss Diddy. Thank you, Etta B. Thank you, Pez. Thank you guys for showing love to this little girl. Like, this is a story I was like, okay, I'm not going to cover it because too many people are covering it. But we need to get this out into different parts of the world, parts of the country. We need to know where's Summer Wells, because from the timeline, it makes no sense at all. So I'm going to continue this interview, and I'm going to go check on my little sweetie. I'm going to pop right back in, but I'm going to continue this with y'all.
Wait, tell my baby say
So
hi.
back up.
What'd you say?
Tell my baby say hi.
I'll tell you, I just hear him right now, so I just want to make sure he's good, but I'm going to continue to play it.
Went to the top of the house, and there wasn't no police there yet. I don't believe there might have been a car or two. I just can't remember for sure because everything just happens. I don't know, but there might have been a cop or two there. I just cannot remember. It seems like there might have been. But after that, all these trucks and trailers with four-wheelers and stuff started pouring in, and police, and they actually blocked or bottlenecked Beach Creek and Ben Hill Road. You couldn't get out or in or nothing. It was a nightmare. They just kept asking us all kind of questions. They looked at our phones for the timeline right then and there to see. It might have been the next day, I'm not sure, but they looked at our phones, and he got the 911 calls and all that and wrote all that stuff down. And that's about it. I asked them if I could go look in my car or whatever, and I tried to leave, and I couldn't even get my car out of the driveway. It was just blocked in. I think the next day, I'm not sure. I can't. It seems so. I don't know. I don't know, but I finally convinced him. But I got out and went talked to, or I shouldn't say his name, but I talked to him about people he might have known, seen coming in and out and stuff like that. But he'd been moving cars all day, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It was hard to. It was bottlenecked, so couldn't do nothing.
If you can hear me, Scottish
Why
mom,
choose
I
to drive
so agree with you,
Subaru
sweetie.
that day?
I so agree with you. I'm going to jail, and that'll be the only reason I go to jail, and it'll be for my children. Yes, I agree.
I don't know how to turn the phone off. You have to.
Oh, she's
Okay. So,
I agree with you totally, 100%. 100%, I agree. Hi, my baby.
he's supposed to be going to sleep, but he's like crying because his papa just left, and so I told him he
I'm
could
here.
come.
Don't cry. I'm here. Mommy's here. Hi, my baby.
Go ahead, tell her hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What you doing? You look sleepy.
Well, Papa said just left.
His papa just left, so he's like kind of hurt right now. But he's gonna come back, but he gets hurt when anybody leaves. So
Yeah,
he's
we're
like,
gonna do this Zoom. We're gonna do the Zoom. You'll feel better. We're gonna go watch cartoons.
we're gonna watch cartoons.
We're gonna do Zoom later.
Oh.
Okay.
So can you go in your room and watch your channel until later?
Yeah.
You want to be in here? Okay, we'll go right here.
And everybody said hi to you. Everybody in the
Say,
chat
everybody say hi to Sai Sai.
Everybody say hi to Sai.
That's not what I meant him to say, but this is my littles. His name is Sai Sai. If you guys want to watch him, his channel is SIIYAH space LEE, and other stuff will pop up, but you'll see him in his little Mickey Mouse ears, little outfit. He's trying to start his little channel, and he wants people to like watch cartoons with him and stuff like that. I don't know. He has his own
Drop
little
it in
thing.
the chat.
How am I gonna throw it in the chat?
Hold on, let me pull it up, and I'll throw it in.
Okay. Well, he has his little page if you guys want to, but he needs to sit here quietly while we're doing this. So
Yep.
interrupt, okay, Pop?
He's so
Okay.
adorable.
Say hi, YouTube.
He has full conversations with me.
And probably you guys have seen
Bye,
him in
my
my
baby. I'm
videos.
putting your YouTube in here so everybody can follow you, okay?
Ooh. Pez says she's watching Loud House, the cartoon Loud House, so she might subscribe and you guys can watch the cartoons together.
Spell it again one more time, Mama.
Huh?
Spell his name again on there.
On there is SIIYAH space LEE.
All right.
Shay Works by Faith says, hi, Saya. She's hi, Saya.
Hi.
And then Pez says she'll join. So see, we got more videos to put up for you.
What is he watching?
Loud House. You know the Loud House that you be watching with those kids?
In the loud house, in the loud house. Can I see that?
We're so
SIIYAH space LEE, right?
yeah.
It's
So
not
you're gonna have to kind of go down because they bring up like Aaliyah and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. It's at the bottom. Okay.
But anyway, we're gonna get right back. He's gonna just be my little side buddy. Right back into this and let's go.
Lego.
Why not?
Oh, because the Subaru, since the boys have been out of school and everything, I was just sitting there, and I'm paying quite a bit of money for it, and I thought, well, I might as well get some use out of it. I'm wearing out my truck, but I'm pretty hard on vehicles, so I decided just to drive it for a while. That's all. Put some miles on it because it was just sitting there, really.
Yeah, why not go to work in a nice vehicle?
Yeah. And in fact, my boss commented the day that my boss commented that day that Summer went missing. Just before I got that phone call, he was making fun of me. He says, "That's a hell of a car to be putting a bunch of damn drywall tools in." He was just giving me a hard time. That's how he knows where I was. Like because of that.
Yeah. Oh, and one real quick question because of the vehicle thing. Grandma's car, Candace's mom's truck there, did it have a topper on it?
Yeah, it's got a topper on it, yes.
Shay, he says thank you.
I heard both, so I just want to make sure.
Is there a red tote or something in the back of the car, or what?
I was looking at that picture earlier today because somebody commented on that, and I believe that is a red tote or something. Yeah, I was looking at that. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I think.
Remember when we did the whole debunking thing of people trying to like really tell us, no, there's a red truck in back of the car. There's a red truck in back of the car. And I'm like, no, it's a tote. That's what he's going and saying, no, yeah, I'm sure there is a red tote. So
real quick, let me tell you another reason why I know for a fact that is a tote, not a truck in the back of that truck. Okay, let me tell you why. The grandma has a cabin over the bed of her truck. She has that cabin thing. How the heck you gonna see a truck from there?
I'm so confused.
Cabin,
I don't know trucks like that. What's a cabin thing?
You know the thing that covers the back of the bed of the truck. On a truck, they have those little what they call a camper on the back of it or something. It's like
the whole entire closed thing.
The shell.
Like the rails.
Right, it covers it. It's called the shell, right?
Oh.
How can you see a car inside the truck if that truck is outside of that truck? Nah, there's no way.
That's
it's
possible.
a tote. It's a tote.
Gotta be.
Yes.
All right, let go.
I got that wrong. When I was looking at it, I thought you could see the back of the tailgate, and then whatever that red thing was like outside the truck. Like I thought it was maybe like a vehicle that was parked kind of sideways behind them. But I didn't know for sure.
I didn't either. I tried to pull it up, zoom it in.
Let me see. What is it that you're showing?
That's my baby.
Oh yeah, that is his page. I was like, what are you showing? But what's her name? Let me get there. Pez says, I think he took that red card because it shows to work because it shows to work and back. Oh yeah, because it shows to work and coming back. The truck, nothing. We
He's talking
Scottish
about
Mom
because it's
says,
bright.
yeah,
Everybody
because it's
see that
showing
red.
the path.
Yes. You can see the
We
red more
Scottish
than you
Ma
can see
says,
that
I
white.
think he took the red car so everyone would notice him there.
Yep.
But I don't think he was there at all. And I want to ask you guys some questions on that. Pez says, the left side of the bed goes past the tote, implying that it's in the bed of the truck. Me too. And she's agreeing with what you got with me. Okay, so guys, tell me this. Why is Hunter keep saying like I don't first he was saying that the boys were at work with Dawn. Okay. Then they're saying that the little boys were at home cleaning because of CPS. And then they were saying the boys were there and that's how she told them to wait, watch your sister. But if they were at work with Dawn, when did they get back to be able to watch their sister? I don't understand that. Could somebody help me that? Like, help me out. Like, because he's saying no, the kids went to work with him. When do those kids get back to start to clean? Because we're still earlier in the day. To start to clean for Candace to say, okay, watch your sister for 2 to 10 minutes. She's gone. Did Dawn ever go to work? What do you guys think?
What'd you say? Because I was putting his information so I could send it on the.
Oh no, I was just saying because you know how Hunter says that he took the boys to work. When did the boys get back from work? When did Dawn come back on this side of town to let them be there to watch Summer? When did all that occur? Because we don't hear any of that.
Okay, so what they're saying is supposedly he went to work and he got called on to say, oh, Summer is missing. And he flew over there 100 miles an hour on trenched roads. He literally didn't flip over, nothing like that. That car would have flipped over because that's a little car. That red car is like very light. It could flip. Anyway, so we're not going to talk about that part of it. But he also took off, he took off and he got there before the cops. You know why? Because your ass was because your behind was there already. Sorry, Saya. I love you. Sorry. They make me mad.
I'm turning on. Go
Put
plug
some
it in.
earmuffs on him.
Go plug it in the room and go watch TV
Put
in
some
there.
earplugs on him.
I might have to step out to just have him out there because he really doesn't need to be in here. He just was kind of crying because
Sorry.
left. So I was just kind of consoling him, but he needs to be in his room with kid stuff. So
Sorry.
look that up. I'll come and fix your TV if you need to. But yeah, he doesn't need to be in here for that.
Sorry about that.
No. It's cool. It's cool. He just needs to be a child. Pez says, I believe he went to work until they called. Yes. Etta B says maybe Dawn is telling the truth and outing
Out.
Candace. I see that a lot in here now that I'm seeing stuff because too much is making sense on his part. And I can see how he feels like I don't want to say too much because I've already been in this situation and I feel like people are going to look at me wrong because we already know allegedly that he tried to sell his son Don Jr. at a very young age for drugs. So yeah, I don't want to get too deep on that, but you see what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still a lot of things coming at him. Let's see. West Scottish Ma says, in one of the videos of the Wells residence, there is a red tub laying outside Grandma's trailer. Do you think that's the same red tub? Can you send me a snapshot? And I will definitely tell you what I think. Possibly.
It might be because she put it back in her truck.
Possibly be. But if Grandma's acting all this cripple, come on. Well, nah. I don't know. Pez says, It was planned. His ex-wife went up the hill and took Summer before CPS got there. I believe she came and took her. His ex-wife? Ooh, Pet Pez. You done opened up a whole nother can of worms. You Pez. You better, girl, you better stop it.
Wait, Pez, so you believe she's alive? Is that what you're saying?
The ex-wife?
No. Summer.
Oh, possibly. There's no proof. Listen, there's no proof that she's dead. So we can't say she is dead. So
no, I know I there's no proof that she's dead, but she definitely looked very out of it when she was in the back of that truck. Like, how you gonna lay on cold milk and not jump and move? Come on now, like, I don't care what anybody says. There is no way a cold jug of milk and you put your head on it and you don't feel anything.
Summer is alive. Summer is alive. Just
Well,
like
I hope so too.
House City Boys are alive.
No, I'm
And
saying,
so
no, I'm not saying she's
alive.
deceased. I'm not saying she's deceased, but what I'm saying is she might have been drugged.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Because she was out of it, like 100% out. I'm not saying that. I hope to God she's not dead. I hope she's not deceased.
Me too. I don't want her to be gone.
I pray for her to be alive. I pray for her to be okay. But like I was saying, like I said before, I hope she's alive. I hope she's well. But if she has been abused and essayed and did all kinds of things to her and hurt her really bad, I would rather be in heaven than to deal with something like that.
Shots fired. Stop. Shots fired. We Scottish Ma. Boom. Me and Pez is right on there, but me and We Scottish Ma, I feel like he's too much in this church, throwing them in there. I believe somewhere in there she's being hidden within either a church member, something. I don't know, a something. But
yeah, you like the one that plays the flute every day?
Huh?
He creeped me out when I first saw him. The one that was supposed to be playing the flute every day?
Yes, yes.
He creeped me out the first day I saw him. I was like, oh my God, he's creepy.
And then Pez says Summer is alive. Dawn knows she's alive, assuming that she was on the milk the whole time on the way home. So we don't know that. That's a snapshot, a time and moment.
I hope not.
Linda Wilson, hello. Thank you for joining. She says, I just heard on a YouTube channel. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's got his hair shade. But
I know what she's talking about.
She said she looked to be pregnant.
I know who she's
the outline of the stomach looking to be pregnant. So has anyone else heard anything about Candace Might being pregnant? God, I hope not. What are you thinking?
Linda, how are you? Welcome. I know who she's talking
I'm listening. I'm listening, but I'm just gonna get him settled. But yeah, what do you think about that?
I know who she's talking about. Let me send you the thing in the private chat, because we can't say that name on here. Okay, let's see. I think Summer's alive. Oh, Random said hi. Hi, Random. How are you? Latoya says hi. How are you, Latoya? Hello, everyone. This case is so frustrating. Hope they find baby girl. Yes. Everybody spam the chat. Yesterday was her 2-month missing anniversary. We're not going to say anything else other than missing. So she's been missing for 2 months yesterday, a month, 2 months and 1 day today. Please spam the chat with pink hearts. Thank you. And then Random says hi, and then Skylar says, I think Summer's alive. Linda says, what, oh, I'm sorry. That would be pretty stupid if Candace is pregnant. No one, no one, Summer's missing 3 boys and has been took out of the house. Don't she think CPS won't come after that baby? Yeah, I believe that they would if they were smart. Pez says, Latoya with the sad face. That means she doesn't like that idea. Neither do we. Pez says, hi, Random and Layton. Oh, Latanya. Okay, sorry about that. And then Scottish says, Dotson. Yeah, Dotson is the guy. God, every time I eat something, it causes me to burp. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to be burping on here. Anyway, yeah, so basically, I know who Dotson is. Dotson is the guy that likes to do that flute thing and the one from the church and all that. Yeah, I know who that is. And
Hey. So, are you retracting comments, or are people retracting their own comments?
I haven't touched anything on comments.
Okay, because I don't want to be too cutthroat in here.
No. Okay, so when it says message retracted, it wouldn't be me. It would be themselves. It only says delete when I delete them.
Okay. So,
and then that one
hey,
time,
Random,
I don't know what happened.
1, 2, 3. How are you? Thank you for joining me. We also have Latoya in the building. Hello, Latoya. Does anybody want to join the panel? If you want to join the panel and be able to have your own words, said on here, that's fine.
I put the other word and then it put it correct.
No. I got you on that whole part. I get it, but I just thought you were saying that person was in the chat right now,
No,
and so I kind of wait, what?
No.
But if anybody wants to, let me go ahead and copy the link. I am going to place it in the chat. If you would like to come on, go ahead.
Everybody, please spam the chat with pink hearts, and if you want, you can do the prayer hands as well, mixed with it. That would be great right now. So it's her 2 months and 1 day today being missing.
Yes, yesterday was the 8th month anniversary.
2.
Sorry, I said 8th month. I meant 8 week, but 2 month anniversary. Sorry.
I was like, you know something I don't know?
No, I meant 8 weeks, 2 months. You know what I mean.
I was messing with you. Let's see.
So let me see. I don't want to. Did you read any of these?
Pez, the flute guy. Okay, Pez says the flute guy. I hope they check the flute guy, and then go from there. So you're on Linda now. I hope so too. Do you see that one where it says Linda Wilson?
I see Linda Wilson on here quite at times. Hey, Linda.
And it says, I think they possibly, that one. They possibly could have hit her. I guess they meant hit her, especially if.
Okay, I see where we are.
Yeah.
Linda Wilson, how are you? Everybody, make sure you guys say hello. You guys already know. I love everybody to give anybody love in the chat, in the building, in the room. That's what we spread. Love.
Thanks for the hearts, guys.
And so Linda Wilson said, and no matter, I don't care what their thought is, even if it's not your thought, you still show them love because we do not think the same. We can all take time out to look at things differently, and we can agree to disagree or say, wait, I didn't see it that way, but now I do. So let's just do that. Linda Wilson says, I think possibly, I need to clean these. I think they possibly could have hit her.
Hid. I think they're
trying it's supposed to be hid. Okay, I'm gonna try to edit it as I go. So I think they possibly could have hid her, especially if her dad done something to Summer. He knew he would be going to jail. So I guess maybe they had planned all along. It turns out she's alive. Linda Wilson, girl, I hope you
We
are
pray.
very feeling it, because I hope this little girl is alive.
Yes.
She looked like she has so much heart and spirit. I mean, there's a lot of kids that you don't see just jump in the water and have that experience. Like I was saying to some of my friends, I'm like, okay, well, you guys are I'm on the West Coast. Yeah, and we do have the beaches and stuff like that. But I like the nature parts of life, like hiking, getting kind of dirty, like jumping in the water and stuff like that. Summer had that all. Like she was jumping in the water. You seen her. She did not care. She didn't care what was at the bottom. I have a big phobia of, like, I could swim underwater, I could come up and do all of that, swim underwater. But my thing is, I'm afraid of what I will feel on my feet. And that's because on the West Coast we have a lot of seaweed. And the way the seaweed feels is like it has like it's a leaf, a long leaf, but it has like prickly things on it. So when it wraps around you and the bubble at the bottom that I guess keeps it afloat,
Seaweed.
it feels disgusting,
You
and
talking
that
about
just keeps
seaweed?
me out of the water. When I go to the East Coast, when I go to Florida, girl, you gonna be like, you ain't scared of no water. I be all in that water playing with the fish, everything. It's just our water is more cold here, and then to feel, imagine you being cold and then have something like a Brillo pad with longer fingers or something. I don't know. I'm trying to describe it to you. Like rubbing on you. It's disgusting. But anyway, that's what it is. So
Yeah, you talking about that
next
seaweed?
comment.
You talking about seaweed?
Yeah, I
That stuff
hate
is disgusting.
nasty. Let's see. We Scottish Ma says, "Am I allowed to?" Walter three out loud. Yes. Listen, if you come up on my panel, you can say anything you want to say. I don't even care if you say F me. I really don't care. Because you have your own opinion, as we all do. I wouldn't exit out, not let anybody hear it out. I'm going to let you out. I'm not going to try to clown anything you guys want to say on here. Everyone has a POV, which is point of view. And my friends are like, you say POV, but POV, some people don't understand that unless they are knowing like the
That was me who said that.
I don't know if they told me the porn communication or they told me something about like exotic something, only POV knows that. But point
Yeah.
of view.
Point
Who
of view.
cares? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this. You have
Yeah.
your point. So if you want to hop on here, go ahead and click that and say whatever you want to say. No one on this platform, and if they do, I don't even care if they're my mods. I don't care who they are. No one is going to down anybody that has something personal to say. Either my mods are going to be respectful of me and knowing that I want to hear everybody's personality, or they just don't need to be a part of my platform, because we're going to listen to you. And even if I don't agree, I'm going to see where you're coming from. So, West Scottish Ma, if you would like to, I'm going to try to throw it down here one more time. Uh-oh, sorry. So that way you could pop up on here and no one will attack you. I promise you, if anybody tries to attack you,
Nobody.
they will be
They get
blocked,
deleted.
not in here. Even if it was my guest, and I know she wouldn't do that, blocked. Nobody can tell anybody what they feel, period.
Period.
So, and she knows that about me. I mean, even though she doesn't agree with some of my stuff, I'm a lot younger than her, and I kind of spice her up sometimes. She'd be like, girl, you crazy. But no one can be, you can't do that. So everybody has to have their own opinion, and we're going to keep it that way, period.
Exactly.
Let's see. Don Pez says Don is off in the left field all the time to be mourning a baby that he hid because his past. Wait, Pez, 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 Pez. I'm going to continue this, but Pez, I need you to come up on here because you be saying some stuff that where I just be like, what? What do you mean? What? Do I gotta read it again? Don is off in the left field all the time because he's mourning the baby that he hid because she's passed. I think he knows. What do you know? I put it in there. Get up on here. I need some people on here because what are you talking about, Paz? What? Girl, you starting some friction. Linda Williams says, sorry, I was voice texting. It does not matter, Ma. It's good. I will try to fix it if I can. And we know we got these technologies. No one's judging you at all. We love you. Linda Wilson says, okay, they are. See, my lovelies in the building are telling you that you are good, Linda. When you're over here, we got you in our little snuggie blanket. No one's gonna diss anybody in my chat. I don't even care if I'm saying, no, I think this color is orange, and they're like, nope, it's blue. No one's going to down you because you think that what I think is orange is not orange and it's blue. No, we don't do that over here. Everybody's going to
We don't
support
disrespect,
everyone,
and we don't let nobody disrespect.
I do not allow it. I'd rather you disrespect me than anybody in my
Wait, you
chats
call
or
them
any.
lovies, right? Lovies?
Huh?
You call them lovies?
I call them my levies now until my levies decide what they want their names to be because I just say levies because that's the word.
Yeah,
So
so
I
I
just
just
my
want to say,
levies. I know everybody
we're not
doesn't.
gonna let anybody disrespect her lovies. Nope. Not me. Wait, let me see. Not her. Not me. And nobody down there. Nobody. So if you want to come
No,
up here, you have your own opinion just like everybody else does.
everyone
So if you
has
want to
their.
hop on, we would love to have you up here. We will welcome you.
So I'm going to start to continue the rest of it, and let's go.
I couldn't really tell, to be honest with you. No.
So people are then questioning why, when you got home at 6:30 or whatever time, so if you called 911 at about 6:29, were you already on your way home, or how long did it take you to get home after calling 911, do you think?
I'm not sure because I talked to her that she had that messenger call, but I was passing traffic, double yellow line. I almost lost.
Pez said, let me figure it out. I'll call in.
Oh, Pez, no problem. You want to call in or do you want to come on panel? Because if you want to call in, I'm going to have to go grab the phone and all of that. But if you want to come on panel, that'll be way more easier. You can come in. They don't even got to see who you are. None of that. But my main ones know they got to show their face in the building. But if you want to call in, no problem. Or do you want me to get my call-in phone number for you? Just let me know that. But I'm going to continue the video until we know what Miss Pez wants.
In a curve, I was going as fast as I could possibly go. I was speeding like crazy. I'm really not sure, but I know it's a 45-minute drive normally. So I don't, I probably made it in 30, I'd say.
And you were pulled over, weren't you on your way?
No.
Okay.
No.
I heard that. Okay.
That was the Utah drive.
Oh.
Oh. What was that?
I said that was the Utah drive. When you were driving too fast, you got pulled over then, not when you were driving home to get to Kansas.
Yes. Yeah, I was in Kansas, and there was nothing out there You know, I was in Kansas just flying, and because I was thinking, you know, Jose and Candace got something going on there. So I'm flying home, and that cop was just right behind me. I don't know where he come from, but boy, he snuck up on me good. He got me, but I told him what was going on, and so he gave me a big break and let me go. He gave me a ticket, but not as big as a ticket as I was going. So I'm sure thankful to him, because it could have been pretty bad. But,
Okay.
No, Perez, you're in the chat. You're not on the panel. So click the link that I just put in, which I'll do again. Hold on. And this will be the panel. That's the panel. That's the panel, Pez. Where you are is not the panel. So yeah, you can just go on there. It doesn't show your face or anything. That's the panel that just popped up under my name. Linda Wilson says, hi everyone in the chat. We're all here for summer, which we are. We want a sweet little girl brought home. I don't know if I want her brought back there, but I want her brought to peace, love, acceptance, to whatever she's going through, just to be a healthy little girl to grow up in this world. That's what I want. Enu, do you have anything to say?
I agree. I want her brought safely, but not to her home.
Right. So,
someone who loves her for no matter what.
Go ahead and click on that link. It'll show me that you pop up in there. Being that it's your first time on, whatever, you're new, you can stay in your little bubble. It doesn't matter. It might just have a P on there, but we'll only hear your voice. We won't see you or anything like that. But you can voice whatever you want.
If she has an iPhone, or do you have an iPhone or do you have an Android, Pez? So we can help you. If you have an iPhone, I'll show you exactly how to do it on my phone. But if you have an Android, you can do the same thing, but it's a little different.
What's clicking? Is that you clicking or mine clicking? Hold on.
Pez, do you have an iPhone or an Android? I can show you on an iPhone. It's really easy. If you have an Android, I can also show you how you use that as well. What happened?
Hi, Rose. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but hi, Rose.
Yes.
10-33. This is a
Hello, Rose.
This is to protect the whales, no matter what channel or what you are looking for. Truth, no matter what. Thank you, Rose. Yes. I probably read, I tried to read it, but basically what I get from Rose 10 dash 33, I'm not here for nobody else but Summer. But I'm not on the side of people that are trying to bash this family and continue to say, oh, they're wrong, they're wrong, they're wrong, they're wrong. No. If Donald or Candace, Allison, any of them decided to come on here, no. I would make sure that they were respected here as anybody else that could come on here. Anybody posting anything crazy, I don't do with it. I just don't do with it. I just cannot. We do not know what happened to this little girl, and all we care about her is being home. So I know some people are like, well, they're racist. You can see their Confederate flag and they'll never deal with you and this and this and that. If they did decide to come on this platform that's not hugely big, that I'm not trying to make big, but I'm trying to make a difference in different communities and see that it's not all about one thing, yes, I will go ahead and say whatever you need to say. I am here for you. I'm not judging you. I'm not none of that. I'm going by what I see. And if anything I said you don't like, we could talk about it right here on my channel. I'm not going to say I didn't say it, I didn't this, I didn't that. Yes, because I stick behind what I say. But I do not ever go and say something that I do not feel is right or I feel that I can prove. I always will say allegedly unless I know what I am saying and can back it up. And if I do even say this is 100% true, because I got it from police stations and I've gotten documents, stamped documents, to where they're like, oh no, well, okay, well, that's not true now. I will come back and I will show you this is what I told you guys, and this is what is the truth. I don't have a shame in that at all. It's just not me. Like, I'm here for you guys and what you guys need to know and whatever we can help with. So that's just that. Pez says she's here. Pez! I didn't see because my fingers are so like, hold on, let me. Hold on. Pez says she's here. Pez,
Hello, Pez. How are you?
I didn't see because my fingers are so like.
Welcome,
So
welcome.
can you hear me?
Hold on, Pez. You're gonna have to
Okay.
pause our actual.
Can you hear me?
Hello, Pez.
I didn't see because my fingers are so like.
Welcome, welcome.
Can you hear me? Okay, which one do I have to turn down for the lag?
Okay, so where you're watching it at, just turn it off.
All the way.
Turn
Okay,
it
which one
completely
do I have
off.
to turn down for
You
the
can watch
lag?
it after.
Okay,
You can watch it after. Just turn it off.
all the way.
Yes.
Got
leave
it.
like that. And so now you're going to be on our level because what everybody else sees is 10 seconds after what we're already talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, love. Yes, love. If you could turn yours up a little bit more. Because mine is up completely. But I'm going to play
Is that
some more.
better?
Yes, lots better. So
Okay,
everybody
I want
in
to
the
say
building,
hello to everybody. Hello.
yes, this is my girl,
How are
Pez,
you?
in the building.
I am doing well. Okay, what I was trying to tell everybody was, in my opinion,
In her
when
opinion.
CPS was coming to get the children and Candace and Don knew he was going to get caught with the SA, no matter who was doing it or if anybody was doing it, allegedly. This was all going to come out, and that's what he was afraid of. I think the ex-wife came. I am so sorry. They haven't barked
You're
all
fine.
day.
All have animals. You are okay, boo. Good. Keep going.
Okay, so I think the ex-wife that Don has mentioned already in an interview, he said Summer calls her grandma. I think she came and she picked up Summer, and she got to go play with Hunter before she left, and she was all clean from the pond, and now she's all dressed in her clothes. I honestly think she's just tuckered out in the back of that picture with the milk jugs. I think that this lady has her, and here's why. They started, will you please stop? They started the whole thing about looking for this red Toyota Tacoma. And then that's not what they were looking for. Then they were looking for, in my opinion, what I think happened was Don mentioned the red Tacoma and wasn't supposed to. The neighbor has one, and I sent you photos of the neighbor talking with more people. Mentioned the red Tacoma and wasn't supposed to.
Wait a
The
minute.
neighbor has one,
Wait,
and
wait,
then
wait,
I
wait,
sent you photos.
Pet, stop real quick.
Okay.
Someone needs to like pause their stuff so we can continue. You got it? Okay, go ahead, love.
All my stuff's off.
No, it wasn't you, baby. It was not you.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I think Don mentioned the red Tacoma truck and he wasn't supposed to. Now I sent you pictures of the red truck with the ladder rack off. It still has the buckets and everything in the back, and there's a group of people that are standing around the truck. Also in the picture is a blue van. I think that blue van that's registered in Florida where the ex-wife lives is the ex-wife's. That's what I personally think. And I think Don knew he was going to get caught. And I think Summer's with the ex-wife because now there's a Tacoma truck that they're looking for with a ladder rack for sale 25 miles away from where the ex-wife lives. That's registered in Tennessee to the neighbor.
So, Pez, let me talk about this with you, boo. Okay, so, oh my God.
Allegedly.
We're going to say this all allegedly.
Yes.
Don't quote my Pez. Don't quote me. But listen, am I saying your name right, love?
Yep, Pez, like the candy.
So look. Okay. Ooh! I'm like, I don't even know how I want to start this off. So, oh my God, I just don't want to think of that.
I think she's fine.
Do you
and
think? Go
I
ahead.
think she's fine. And I think Don made the comments about, I'm just so afraid that she's locked away and she's in a dungeon and blah. Well, compared to the bedroom, what is he picturing? She can't go outside and play. I don't think he planned on everybody in the whole world, every continent, looking for her. You think she can just go to the park and play now? She can't go to the movies. She can't go to the store. She can't. She's stuck at home just like she was. And he knows it because this blew up. He keeps, in my opinion, in every interview he gives, he deflects.
Yes.
Now, any man who claims to love his daughter the way he does, and I believe he loves her. Oh, I believe he loves her because he's going through all of this for her.
Before, you can see him holding her, you know, and he says, yeah, they did sleep together, but I'm not going to put aside the fact because I've dealt with stuff in my life, and eventually, when I get my whole everything started up, I will explain things in my life, but I'm not going to do it now. But with the whole thing, oh yeah, she slept with the mom and me and this and this and that. That doesn't mean anything else wasn't going on. If you understand what I'm talking about.
Right. I think Summer went to him for protection. In my opinion.
Your daddy. No matter what, your dad is your dad.
And I think it was somebody else in the family, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. So do you think it could have been her brother, which is the one that had the other essays, which is the same son that Don was trying to sell for drugs back in the day that still has essays under him? Do you think that it could be from that?
I'm just going to say that I personally think it's one of Don's children.
Okay, I get you.
Yep.
I got you. I mean, I love you. I got you.
I personally think, and I think Don was going to get caught. How do you protect your children when you have one working against the other? Who do you protect? What do you do? Dad obviously favors the daughter. Mom obviously favors the boys. What are you going to do? You're going to bump heads.
Exactly.
I just feel that I just don't feel it in my gut that she's passed on. I just don't. I think she's just hiding somewhere, and then she was going to go on the missing list, and then eventually, you know, everyone was going to move on to the next, and TBI wasn't going to be able to do anything about it because they're already overwhelmed with that corridor. And there you go.
Exactly.
She was going to come back up and they were going to move. I'll bet you any money that was the plan.
Okay, let me just see. I'm feeling you 100%. Let me see what you knew has to say, because girl, we're there. See what you knew has to say.
All right. So, yes, he does love Summer a little too much. Why do you have your daughter sleeping between you and your wife? Your wife is your wife and your daughter is your daughter. I don't get that part. My kids, you know, if they were to get in our bed, it would be because they were sick, not because it's permanent and that's where they lay every night. No. And then as far as like when they were little tiny baby and when they were newborns, I didn't want to get up out of the bed to get in the crib, so I laid my baby next to me. But as far as like months later, no, you're going to get in the crib because it's time for you to lay in your own crib, not between me and your daddy. That's not how it works. He loves her a little too much. And if you go watch, yeah, we talk about the interview room. Go watch interview room when he has a discussion with the other guy who tells you exactly what that stuff means. You know, when he says princess, his wife said princess. Let me tell you what that word means. That's for a pedophile. That is a grooming word. And they use it a little too much after they've just said she's a tomboy. What do you think about that, Pez? What do you think about that?
I think I'm an SA survivor, and I used to climb in my parents' bed because I didn't have the nerve to tell them about my brother. Then when I did tell them about my brother, they didn't know which way to go. That's what I think. I think between everything and the dynamics in that family, that's how I read it. But he got up in the morning, her feet were under him. She is smack dab, I mean, in the middle of the two of them, right? It sounds like.
She doesn't know what the difference is at that age. She doesn't know what SA is and what love is and what
that's right
is.
That's right. So at 5 years old, you look for the one that hurts you the least. Believe me, I know.
And Perez, what you're saying is like, yeah, you looked at your parents for comfort because you're like, it's my brother. It's my brother.
Exactly. And he was there the next day. They did not, you know, back in 1973, you didn't, you know, they hide that shit under the carpet. Oh, I'm sorry. They hide that stuff under the carpet.
Wait, what?
Back in the days,
under the carpet.
Yeah, families are more liable to hide it than they are to address it, get everybody the proper help.
And none of that, okay?
No, when the parents feel at fault, nah.
Let me say something right now. I come from, like I tell you all the time, I'm considered African American in this society. But if I was born in where my mother was from, I wouldn't be considered completely, you know, from there because I look a little different. But if you take what they deal with out there in Central America, completely different. So when I say, you know, I feel my uncle is doing too much, or my brother is doing too much. I never had to say my brother, but certain people in my family is doing too much. Some older people in your family will come down on you like, you're being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful. And it's like, well, I don't want kisses on me. I don't want this. I don't want that. You know, I just like, because when we come in my culture, we say hi. We go on both sides and we'll be like, hi, Theo. Hi, Thea, whatever the case may be. But some people in your family will take it differently and You know what I'm saying? Take it more like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it makes you kind of uncomfortable. Like I have one of my grandmother's brothers that has passed away already, and he would like give me the heebie-jeebies. He told me he made like all kind of crap, and I was just like, these are stories I'll probably tell later on in life, but on here. But it's just like, yo, like it's, we don't know what Summer was going through, so we're
Yeah,
only
we don't
thinking,
know why she crawled in that bed. We don't know if she was forced to or if she willingly went. We don't know if she knew right from wrong.
right,
Unfortunately, Don made sure of that, didn't he? I'm
right.
telling you, deep in my gut, he hid that baby.
I hope
Stop.
if he hit her for a good reason, not for his
He
sexual
doesn't want to.
gratification.
He doesn't want to go back to jail. He's probably promising God and the Lord and everybody up above that he'll never do anything again. He'll never touch anything again. He'll never hurt anybody ever again. If he
So
could just get away with this. Yeah.
yes, do you think I'm thinking very off the charts to thinking maybe he actually this time, my channel is not for children, at this time has actually penetrated her and knew that he needed to cover this up, and that's why he doesn't want this to be seen? Because, you know, I mean, people do fondle with kids and do whatever the nastiest, craziest things they're thinking of. But do you think that it would have, you know what? Let's not even go there
Okay.
because,
I'll just say
ah,
this.
I'm going
I'm
with
going
what
to say
Pez
this
said.
respectfully. I'll say it respectfully. He's already blamed one 5-year-old. And I'll leave it at that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The one that's 5 years old to 12 years old, and he was 12
Yes.
to 19.
She was 5.
We know.
And it's
Yeah.
her fault. She initiated it.
Oh yeah, and he didn't just do one. He didn't just do one, sister. He did two.
It's
And then his stepdad did two of the other two. Out of 6 girls, 4 of them were molested.
guys,
4, not 2, not 1, 4 of them.
we got to talk about this part on another stance. This is supposed to be about the interview, but
yeah, go back to
but Pez,
China. I'm gonna go. You go back to your interview, honey, and I'm gonna go back to chat. I just wanted to give my opinion.
Pez,
Wait a minute, Paz. Wait, don't go nowhere. Wait. I just want to say, as far as like you said, you hope that he hid her. I just hope he didn't hide her for sexual gratification. That's all I hope that he did not do.
Pez, when I have other stories, I'm gonna be looking for you. You need to
I'm
hit
not
me.
going nowhere. I like your channel.
Hit me in my email because girl, we got some stuff to talk about. But yeah, you can go ahead.
I will.
I'm gonna let this finish off because I know people are like, can we hear the rest? So
I know. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Oh no,
Thank
you're
you.
fine.
At all.
Okay.
It's not you
You're
at all.
fine.
And if I ask for you, if they don't like it, guess what? They could go somewhere else.
Oh no. Okay. Bye.
Bye, my love.
Sweetie. Thank you for coming, Pez.
All right, so let's continue this.
So now another big thing is people are saying, so when you did arrive there finally, why did you not go up to the driveway first? Why did you stop at the shed first? Did you go in the shed, not go in the shed? Or just why did you not go directly to the house and talk to Candace right away? Explain that.
Okay. The reason I went to the bottom property first is because I knew that they were looking all over around the house and in that area and everything. So I figured, by the time I got home, the best place that I could go would be directly down to that creek. I didn't even stop at the shed. I went by it, but I went down that steep bank all the way down into the creek with that little Subaru. And when I seen my boys and I seen my neighbor, that's when my heart, my heart just sunk right there. I just knew something was really wrong, So that was the beginning of this pit in my stomach that hasn't went away yet, and it's not going to, I don't believe. But so then I turned around, went back up that bank, and I might have looked in the shed at that time. I can't remember for sure, but I know I looked in the shed at some point. But I went back up to the top, and I do believe there might have been a cop car or two there at that time, but I'm not sure. I can't be positive on that. I'm just so mixed up and everything at that time.
Well, that's
One thing you
understandable.
see, I'm sorry. One
Go ahead,
thing you
Tracy.
seemed always super sure of, Dawn, was that she would never leave the property. She just wouldn't do it. And you guys reference her swing a lot. Why do you reference the swing? Was that like a boundary area for her? Did you guys say don't go past your swing? Or why was, Candace mentioned it a few times too, she would never leave past her swing?
Well, she would go, she may not have. I mean, I've seen her go to the edge of the property. I mean, not to the edge of the property, but to the edge of the lawn. But only like if the boys were down there, or something. Like the boys went down the creek one day together, and she went halfway down the hill, but she wouldn't go all the way. I mean, she was very leery. We tried to tell her or teach her to be very leery because we do have some wild bears. There's been a lot of bears spotted, and we know there are creeps around there, but we just never thought that one would, lay in wait and try to grab her like what has happened. But, especially midday, not midday, but it's daytime, I don't know. But I've tried several times. I've snuck up. She'd be behind the vehicle just sitting there playing. And so I'd sneak up behind her or on the other side of the truck, and I'd sneak up on her, and I'd scare her.
Uh-oh, your sound went out again.
Sorry, Doc.
You're going to have to message him again. Oh, poor guy.
And StreamYard is kind of hard on phones. Some phones, they just don't like it. I don't know what it is.
It's really bad on my phone. It's awful.
Yeah.
I get kicked out of my own StreamYard on phones, so I don't bother using it.
That's what started happening on mine. Like I just
Really
be in the middle of a live, everything's fine, all of a sudden, poof.
So
I heard the Melon app is really good.
What are you thinking so far?
My heart's breaking for the guy.
Yeah.
I feel really bad.
He seems very
He just seems broken.
He does.
It's just their lives are ruined. Their lives are ruined.
Yeah.
I mean, why would he come on with 3 strange people and try and tell this story again after everything that's gone on with YouTubers and social media? Yet again, he's sitting down to do this. We can't give him immunity. We can't give him true help. And here he is again, trying to do it.
Yeah, just trying to get the truth out there. And he's back.
Hello again. Sorry.
Can you...
You're doing really good, by the way, and I just want to thank you again for doing this because we were just discussing it, how much you've already been just
getting shit hammered by everybody.
by everybody else. So thank you again for doing this. I think you're doing great. So
thank you.
But I really do want to hear the story that he was going to tell us about jumping out at Summer.
Yeah, can you go back to there again?
Yeah, there's been we tried to teach her that there's wild animals and other things. We just, we've I don't want to. Sorry.
It's okay.
We call them meth heads, meth monsters, whatever. So we knew that was it, but I probably shouldn't say that because people tear that apart. And sorry. But yeah, bears, and I've snuck up behind her. She'd be behind the vehicle, just sitting there playing or whatever, But I'd sneak up and I'd scare the daylights out of her, trying to teach her, that. And yeah.
So that's kind of where I want to end it off, and we are going to continue this tomorrow because we've been on here for quite some time, and I just don't want to make everything super, super, super contagiously long. We've already been on here for 2 hours and 25 minutes. I will continue this tomorrow at the same time. So for anybody that wants to join, I'm going to continue it tomorrow At the same time, it'll be myself, you new, and anybody that wants to join the panel. If you guys can gather any new information and want to go ahead and put that in with whatever we're talking about, there's no problem. So I'm trying to just not to make it go over 2 hours, hour and a half, because at that point, come on now. We're all like, okay, let's listen to something else. So if anybody has anything to say, anything you guys want me to look at before tomorrow, please go ahead. Go into my email. I'm going to check it. I'm going to wait at least an hour before I check it. And you guys tell me what's your questions, what you want to know, whatever. I'm going to write them all down. I will give answers if I can. And tomorrow at 2 Pacific time, we will be doing the same thing. At 4 Central time, we will be doing the same thing. So let's get it on. I'm going to leave this right where it is. I'll back it up a little bit before we start tomorrow. And I mean, if anybody wants anything else to say, go ahead, feel free. But I just want this to be us all looking in on the same thing. You know, we're all wanting to find the same information. So, I just want to thank everybody in the building today. We have Pez, we have Etta B, we have You New, we have We Scottish Ma, I don't want to say it wrong. We have Rose 10-33. We have Shay Works by Faith. We have You New, as we know. We have let's just continue to go up. We have this thing is so crazy. We have let me keep going. We have News and Shenanigans. We have Miss Didi, ? We have LaKendra McCrae. We have Erica Cook. We have AJ in the building. We have a couple more up here. But I'm saying for the ones that popped in the very beginning, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Tomorrow at the same time, y'all. 2 p.m. Pacific time. 4 p.m. Central time. I will be back in the building. We're going to continue where we left off. We're going to go over it. If you guys have any questions or things we need to touch on, my IG, my email is in there. Go ahead, shoot me some emails. Even send it to me over IG if that's easier. And we'll talk about it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Me, you knew, you know how it goes. Love you guys. And I will always show you guys love. Please make sure you guys hit the thumbs up in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell. So until then, tomorrow I will see you guys and we'll be back in the building to continue this. Love ya. Bye.